Hello, hello. Welcome back. Let's talk about the M chords. John Mahegan invented that system. Oh, it's so good. It just solved all my problems. So, when we harmonize the major scale, we naturally get major chords for chord 1, 4, and 5. That's C, F, and G in the key of C. Just like we naturally get minor chords for chord 2, 3, and 6. That's D minor, E minor, and A minor. But when you start playing actual songs, you'll realize that this is not always the case. Some songs have a major chord where there should have been a minor and the other way around. So in this step, I want to look at what happens when the major chords have become minor. And it's a little bit like that blues thing we're talking about. Like you're expecting this, but then it goes there and it's sad now. So a great example of the one minor chord, if we start with that, is Heard It Through the Grapevine. So that's E flat minor and then B flat to A flat. So that's, if this is major, which is not, everyone would be happy, yeah? All the music theory teachers would have been really happy. 1, 5, 4, 1. But it's minor. And now we get that blues thing. And what's so cool about this song is that when you go to the bridge section, it goes to C minor, which is, if we think of this as major again, that's chord 6. If you look at this chord, that note there, the 5th of this chord, was the 3rd of that E flat major. But that's minor in this song, right? So we get this like uplifting feeling because it's gone to major, but also it's the 6th chord. So it's like happy, sad, happy, sad. So clever. It goes C minor and then back to chord 4 and then back to that minor chord, the 1 minor, and then 4 again, which could kind of seen as a 2-5 as well there. So well, you have to learn that song when it's in the chorus, so to really fully appreciate that. But they're so clever there. Minor and then major. No, it's not. It's actually chord 6. It's genius. It's so clever. So that's a good example of the temporary 1 minor. So you remember I was talking about how you need to call a spade a spade. So chord 6 is the home for minor. That's not the sound of this, right? This is not the sound of chord 6. More so sound of chord 2, actually. But we call it 1 minor because everything else in this song is as from this E flat major scale. So that's why we call it temporarily 1 minor. Chord 4 minor, much more common. So if we're in, let's be in C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really sad, crazy, 1, 4. 4 has this like moving on. It's like going on the road, traveling to somewhere where it's all going to be exciting. That's the feel of it. It comes with a mode called Lydian. And we want to go somewhere. So if we turn that minor, it's like we crashed the car on the journey. It was going to be great. No, we forgot to bring the 3rd kid. Shit, we have to go home again. A great example of this is Goodnight Sweetheart. So what is that? That's 1, 6, 2, 5. And then it goes dominant 7 there, borrow that from the blues, and then to chord 4, and then 4 minor. Oh no, it didn't work out. Blues and 4, oh no, 1, 5. That's the best example of 4 minor I can think of. In the course, the advanced acoustic course, that's the one. There's Over the Rainbow. To learn, we'll play that Eva Cassidy style, and that's got a great 4 minor as well. 5 minor is the least common. It's extremely rare. You can it's more like an academic thing to say this is a 5, but probably something else has happened there, maybe changed key or something. I used to teach a song called Last Request by Paolo Nutini, which it's not in the courses anymore. That, you could call that a 5 minor, really. A Blackbird by the Beatles, 5 minor in there, but it's just moving a lot of notes around, really. It's not really a 5 minor. A 5 chord is like pulling back to chord 1, so turn it into minor. It doesn't really... I don't know. You could turn a 5 chord into a dominant 7 sharp 9. Here. So that 5 chord with the sharp 9 becomes even more tension, and that sharp 9 is actually a minor 3rd. So you could call that being, but not really. It's very rare. So what you got to do is you got to look for 4 minor, really, because that's the one that happens all the time. You got to find it in songs. And, it's pointless going like, and then 5 minor is like this. Well, show us a song that uses it, or there's no point in learning the theory of it, And I can't really find one. So it's academic. Pointless. You got to play songs. You got to experience that sound. So in Grapevine, you had a sound kind of a 1 minor, but it's not really true, is it? In Goodnight Sweetheart, you definitely had a sound of 4 minor. And 4 minor, here's another one. Creep, Radiohead. Chord 1, G major. And then 3, but it's major. And then 4, and then 4 minor. They're everywhere. So really, that's the one to take away from this. The major chord can be minor, but really, it's mainly going to be chord 4 that has happened to. And it's got a particular sound. So again, it's the sound that is important. That's what we want to focus on here. What is the sound of the Roman numerals? Well, the sound of 4 minor just pops out. If you're writing a song and you want to go, I need some disappointment in here, hit chord 4 and then turn it into minor, and everyone's going to be disappointed. But in a good way, It changes the feel of the song, and it just pops out. So that's what you need to do. You need to find all these things in songs. And when you find them in songs, then you explain that with theory, not the other way around. Okay, next step. What's the next step going to be? It's going to be the X chords. I'll see you then.